opposite people. So listen, I know I've titled this video My Love Life, but honestly, I won't lie to you, I just did that so that you would click on the video. Oh, these pesky YouTubers and their clickbait. I'm so worried. I've clickbaited you guys so often with my videos that when I do have someone to introduce you to and I label that video, I met someone, no one's gonna believe me. Before I even go anywhere with this video, let us address the elephant in the room. And no, I am not talking about me. Do not look at my arms. I have not recovered from the festive season. Listen, over the festive season, I had this very toxic relationship with food. I'm still recovering from that, okay? So don't look at my arms. Don't even look at this video. Don't just like pretend that this is a podcast. Just listen to me. Don't look at me. So anyway, let us address the actual elephant in the room. And that is, well, the fact that there are two missing people in this video. So initially, I was supposed to have two guests with me, but they both decided to go and be sick. And I know what you're thinking, but Sam, that's so inconvenient. I know, but you know what? I started this channel as a one-man show. Looks like I'm going to end this channel as a one-man show. So today, I decided, since it's Valentine's Day, let's talk about all things love related. I asked you guys to send in a whole bunch of questions, which you did, and I appreciate it. Except you guys sent me 1,000,007 questions. So I'm just gonna answer a few of them, and we're gonna like make this into a whole discussion about love. And please feel free to add your 2 cents in the comments, because there's no right or wrong answers here. That's the whole point of the discussion. So yeah, let's do this. This should be fun. I hope you have your beverage. I have my beverage, definitely not water, which is fine because it is my day off, so don't come for me. All right, let's start with some lovely questions about love. I think the best question to start with is, what is the definition of love? Getting deep very quickly. I need a sip of my beverage. A lot of people get mistaken when it comes to love, and they think like love is all about, you know, seeing hearts in the eyes and feeling butterflies in the stomach and feeling a throb in your groin. Sorry for that image, but anyway, people tend to make that mistake. But actually, unfortunately, love is way more boring than that if you think about it. Actually, love is it's nothing more than a sacrifice, isn't it? Because what is a sacrifice? A sacrifice is what? Going through some hardship to achieve something of higher value, right? That's exactly what love is. It's work, it's sacrifice, it's effort until the very end. It sounds boring and it sounds mundane, and that's because it is. I think people think like love is supposed to be this thrilling, exciting feeling, but more often than not, it's not that at all. It's like feeling calm and safe, and it's sacrifice and it's hard work. And of course, there's going to be like exciting moments, obviously, but I think a lot of it is more about the hard work and sacrifice. Yeah, I think I've just answered your question. I wasn't expecting to come to that conclusion, but I have, and I think I'm happy with that answer. I'm locking that in. That's my final answer. Next question. This person says, how important these bloody ants though? Okay, she's not asking about how important are the bloody ants, but she's saying, how important is attraction in a relationship? This is such a great question. I think initially, oh, that's my Korean coming out, the dragging of the words still has not stopped. Initially, there's gotta be an attraction. If you think about it, right, whether it's offline or online. Let's go with Tinder, online. You see a person, you like their face, you swipe right. It's as simple as that. Only after that do you start talking to the person, do you start getting to know the person. It's kind of the same offline. In real life, if you see a person, now we're not talking about ugly people and beautiful people, right? There's no such thing as ugly and beautiful. Beauty is subjective. So everyone has their own things that's attractive to them. So even when it comes to real life, think about if you're like in a pub situation, you go up to someone that you think is good looking and then you start talking, right? But the question is, how long does the attraction last? And that's where we get to the part where how important is the attraction, because I'm going to throw out 2 scenarios for you and then we come to our conclusion, right? Scenario 1, you have your own type, right? So you see this person, wow, they're a 9 out of 10, right? 9 out of 10, damn. You get to know the person. After a few months, you realize, wow, this person is not a nice person. They're arrogant, they're condescending, they make you feel so low. And just like that, that very attractive person becomes very unattractive. And vice versa. Let's say you like get to know this person, I don't know, maybe you work with them, maybe you met at a gathering, whatever, you start talking and then you get to know them more and more. Next thing you know, you like them and you're like, bloody hell, this person's not even my type and I've fallen for them. Yeah, because you've fallen for their heart. And then that person where you were initially attracted to them and then you realize that they were a horrible person, you fell out of love with their heart. And so now I'm going to answer your question with your same question. How important is attraction? I don't know. That's the answer, I don't know. Initially, it might bring 2 people together. But how long that attraction lasts, that's another story. How do you know if they're the one? You know those people who say within moments they knew that they were the one? They're talking bullshit. You know how you know that they're the one? After a very long time. It doesn't just happen like that. If it happens just like that, that's lust, it's not love. You've lived with them long enough to know their mood swings, what makes them angry, what makes them upset, what really pisses you off about them. God, this person really pushes my bloody buttons and yet I still want them in my presence. This fly is going to die. I think it understands English because it's gone. Once you've been through all those hardships, once you've been through all those niggles, and then after all of that, you're like, wait, I still want them in my presence. That's how you know they're the one. You know that they're the one when you're unconsciously putting in the effort to keep them in your life, even though they're a pain in the butt. That's how you know they're the one. Having said that, when I talk about putting in that effort, even though they're a pain in the butt, it has to be a two-way thing. You mustn't be the only one putting in that effort, even though they're a pain in the butt. And if you are, please walk away because that's a one-sided relationship. But if you both putting in that effort to keep each other there, that's how you know they're the one. I see it with my parents all the time. One's a Gemini, one's a Libra. They're both so different. My father is more passive than Mahatma Gandhi. My mother, well, let's just say that she's not passive. But like, they make it work, and they make it work so well. When 2 people are so different, it's the way they handle those differences and get through it all. They're willing to grow together. They're willing to learn together. That's how you know. That's why I'm saying you don't just know that someone's the one. Also, if he surprises you with Nando's every now and then, that's how you know he's the one. And speckled eggs and Harry Potter marathons. This person says, how can I get these days? What? How can I get these days boys to worry about the garden job and not the phone? Well, you've answered your own question. Why are you looking at boys? Go find yourself a man. Problem solved. Ooh, what's the best advice for learning to love yourself? One thing I've learned is we can't expect others to love us until we know how to love ourselves. We need to understand ourselves and our needs and how we need to be loved, because it's only when we understand ourselves and our needs and how we need to be loved that we understand our worth and where we set our boundaries and what we accept and what we don't settle for. Yes! Oh my gosh, I'm just like making sense to myself here. So it's only when we go within and understand all of that about ourselves, then we find that we're no longer settling for 2 out of 10 behavior. And the best way to learn all of that about yourself is to honestly take time off, be by yourself, so that you can like really just like go within and like kind of have a conversation with yourself. And that's another thing. People have got to learn how to become comfortable with themselves. If you are not comfortable with your own company and you always need to have someone in your presence, it's very, very unhealthy. And I think the first step is becoming comfortable with yourself within your own company, and only then will you be able to like go within, have that conversation with yourself, reflect all those lovely things that people don't want to do. And even if you are in a relationship, it is still very possible. Take time for yourself. Go and live your independent life. Go do your own thing. Have a day to yourself and think about these things. Have these conversations with yourself. Do things for yourself. Self-care is about loving yourself. So love yourself. Do things for yourself. Give yourself the time that you give others. That is one thing I learned. What are your thoughts on dating a man who's separated and about to go through with a divorce? Oh my gosh. Listen, put your comments in. Put your comments in the comments. Put your comments in the comments. I think that's a terrible idea. I'm just gonna say it, like, that's a terrible idea. Think about it, right? He's not even done with his nonsense. Think about what's going on in his mind. There is like turmoil. He is going through mental turmoil. He is in the middle of a divorce. So he's dealing with all this nonsense. He's got like a whole thing of baggage that he's coming with now. Surely he needs to like end that. Take some time for himself. Like learn from that divorce. Take time to learn from that divorce. Surely. I don't know. I think that's such a messy situation. As the other party, I think you are also heading for trouble if you allow yourself to get involved in that mess. I think he's going to be carrying so much baggage from that divorce, and he's not even giving himself time to heal from that. And that is definitely, without a doubt, it's going to affect his next relationship with you because he hasn't given it time to heal. And so you are basically just shooting yourself in the foot, and you are only gonna have yourself to blame. Don't give me this nonsense that, no, but what if he knows that I'm the one? No, I told you that knowing that someone is the one, that takes time. Often when people are moving from relationship to relationship, it means that they don't really know what's going on and how a relationship works. Be wary of those people who like move very quickly, when they move on very quickly, when they are sitting in a divorce, in the midst of a divorce, and they're moving on to another person. Please be very careful of that. This person wants to know, how do I know if he likes me? Girl, if a guy likes you, you will know. The fact that you are asking me, how do I know if he likes me, means he doesn't like you. Listen, you wanted honest answers. I'm giving you honest answers. The moment you are confused, the moment there are mixed signals, he doesn't like you. Because when a guy likes you, he will make it known. There's no need to ask anyone, how will I know? You will know. If he's replying to your messages at 3 in the morning when he knows that you're asleep and you can't respond, he doesn't like you. If he can go a day without speaking to you, he doesn't like you. If you are confused about the status of your relationship, he doesn't like you. If he's not making any effort to see you, he does not like you. Trust me, you will know. When a guy likes you, you will know. It's just sometimes us girls, we like go into denial and then we give them benefit of the doubt, or you know, maybe he's been working till 3 in the morning. And that's why he's responding to me at 3 in the morning. No, he does not like you. What's the best age to get married? Guys, there's no best age to get married. I know people who have gotten married in their 50s. I know people who got married when they were in their 20s. There is no best age. You get married when you find someone, whatever age that is. You both know this is it. We both want to work to keep each other in our lives. Then you get married. Whether you're 34 or 84, which is probably when I'm gonna get married. Okay, so this person wants to know, what is my love language? I think I'm a healthy dose of quality time and physical touch. But listen, a lot of people think that physical touch means, a lot of guys especially, think that physical touch is sex. It's not sex. Physical touch means that when I greet you, it means I want to hug you. It means I want to hold your hand. It means like when I talk to you, I end up like touching you. In like I don't know why, but I will like hold someone like this or like touch their hand or something. It means that I want to sit right next to you. It means I want you in my presence stuff like that, you know. Yeah, so I think I'm definitely physical touch, and I am definitely quality time. Quality time meaning that I just want to spend time with you, whether we are just sitting on this bloody hello, how are you, whether we are sitting on that little piece of grass over there, or whether we are sitting in a 5-star restaurant. It does not matter. As long as I am sitting with you, I don't care. I don't care about gifts at all. Don't bribe me with your money. Don't even waste your time. I don't care about money. I don't care about gifts. I enjoy giving gifts just because I like seeing happiness on their face, but I don't care for like receiving. I will obviously appreciate your gift if you give me one, but I'm not saying that I'm going to be angry with you if you don't give me a gift on Valentine's Day kind of thing. That's what I'm saying. Why do young people divorce or break up so easily without putting in the work? Girl, tell me about it. I was just born in the wrong era. Every time I think about it, I'm like, ugh, I was born far too late. I wish I was born earlier, when like people still put in effort. It's basically social media. I'm not making an excuse for their people's shitty behavior, but it's social media that's done this to us, where we're just like faced with so many options. It's so weird because actually, even without we're so stupid. Like even without social media, we had all these options. Like we have 7 billion people, or almost 8 billion people now. So even without social media, we have options, right? But it's almost like social media had to be like, here are these pictures of all these people next to you. You can go out and get them if you want. So it was only when social media came along and stuffed all these pictures of all these options in our faces, then we were like, oh, well, if she doesn't check my boxes, then I'm moving on to the next one. It's all this like horrible behavior of like liking random girls on Instagram and TikTok, and yeah, comparing them to the person that you have, thinking, okay, well, if that's out there, then I can get better. So why am I even wasting my time working for this when I can just move on and get someone like that? Yeah, social media has ruined us, I tell you. Hey, get from here. Go get your own beverage. Should I settle for any man or wait for someone I deserve even if I die alone? Listen, you rather die alone, because think about it, right? What is happening when we are settling for any man? Let's say we find someone and they're like, they don't really treat us quite well, but we settle for them because we're scared that we're going to die alone. That's the problem, because we're scared that we might not find anyone else, so we rather just settle. That's a huge problem, because what is happening when you're settling for someone who shows like 4 out of 10 behavior, and we choose our partners, right? We're choosing someone on our level. So if you're choosing someone who's a 4 out of 10 behavior wise, means that you are saying that you are a 4 out of 10 yourself, because we accept what we think that we are worth, right? Sorry, it sounds like I'm saying accept. We accept for ourselves what we think we are worth and what we deserve. So actually, if I'm a 9 out of 10, I should be settling for a 9 out of 10. If I'm a 9 out of 10, I'm talking about behavior, not looks. If I'm a 9 out of 10, why must I settle for someone who's a 5? No. I deserve a 9 out of 10. So when you are settling for a 5 out of 10, just be aware that you are saying, I'm a 5 out of 10 myself. Be careful when you settle for 5 out of 10. Rather just die alone. No point dying and then you are miserable with that person your whole life, and then what's going to happen to your soul? Your soul is going to be like floating around miserable because you settled for a 5 out of 10. Alright, so this person wants to know, oh my gosh, okay. So this person wants to know if I am anti-dating and anti-love. Oh my god. Listen, okay, listen to me. Just listen. Are you listening? Just because I don't show that stuff on my channel, it doesn't mean that I'm anti it. It just means that I don't show that stuff. So I think a lot of people think that I share 80% of my life and keep 20% to myself, because they see like I'm putting my whole life online. So they think that I'm sharing 80% and I'm keeping 20% to myself. But in actual fact, it's the opposite. I think I'm putting 20% of myself online and I'm keeping 80% to myself. To be quite honest with you, if I'm with someone, I would only want them on my channel when they are concrete in my life. I don't want temporary people on my channel, because what happens when they up and leave? Let's say it doesn't work out. Now he's in a video on my channel and now it's stuck there on the internet. Don't tell me, but Sam, just delete. No, I'm not deleting the video. My channel is sitting on 1.4 million views. I'm not deleting any views. So if there's someone in my life, you'll only see him when he's concrete in my life. Of course, I will never know, but when I can feel like he's gonna be a concrete part of my life, that's when he'll be on my channel. And of course, if he's comfortable with that. I don't know if he's gonna be comfortable with being on video. So if he's, you know, not comfortable with that, then I guess no one's ever gonna see him. You're just gonna see one thumb and one shoe now and then. Also, I don't know, you never know what, I don't know. I think I also have some trust issues, I guess, because I just never know like what anyone's intentions are. Like, I don't know if he's just like a temporary person and he wants like a following or whatever, and then I put him on my channel and then people go and follow him, and then next thing he leaves. I don't know. So I would have to gain trust, and it's very complicated. You know what? I think that's all I have time for. Who needs bloody J Chetty when you have me, Sandhira Chetty? You think it's a coincidence that our surnames are so basically identical? Nah. So peaceful. Alright, my friends, thank you for your questions. They were very interesting. Happy Valentine's Day. I hope you've had a lovely Valentine's Day, or Galentine's Day, or Smellentine's Day, or in my case a Salmontine's Day. Please remember, stop seeking relationships, stop looking for a person. Like, it will come to you when you are ready. Anyway, don't forget, if you liked the video, give it a like. If you didn't like the video, give it a like anyway. Don't forget to follow me on all the social media. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to join my channel. And I will see you next time for a new video. I'm just checking my battery. Goodbye.